morning, everybody. Cheryl and Elaine from the Sewing Basket in Plymouth, Wisconsin again today, April 2nd. We've got a couple things today. One, we want to talk about masks for just a minute. A lot of you are posting mask questions and comments on our quilting group page in Facebook, which has been fine right along. We've been following with that. However, we just connected with a group called the Sheboygan County Mask Makers. Their group is collecting masks. They've been in touch with Freighter Hospital, a number of others, and they are working on collecting and distributing masks to the places that need them. So what we'd like to suggest, we've connected with them. We are still a drop-off point for masks. We have the box outside our door from at least 11 to 2 every day. Most days it's longer than that. But leave your masks in there. Again, please wash them, put them in a Ziploc bag, put your name on the bag, and put it in the tub. And then we will get them to the Sheboygan County Mask Makers. As of this morning, they had 1,471 masks that they have processed through their group. They're really looking forward to getting masks from us as well. But they also have the ability to answer questions. So please either join their Facebook group or look at their Facebook group and post mask information and questions there. They can help more than we can. Again, we're a quilt shop and they've got a little bit more contact with locations. So we really appreciate that. We appreciate what you're doing. Please keep making the masks. If you are making a lot, snap a picture, put them on our page and, say, made 52 masks today, had a good day. We really appreciate that. But questions and issues related to masks, we'd like to move to the mask making site that really focuses on that. Appreciate that. Cheryl and I in the last couple days have done a couple little bit longer videos with a lot of information, which we've gotten good feedback on. The other feedback we get is, oh my gosh, there's too much to do. We don't want to stress you out by giving you too much to do. And we also look that this is going to go on longer than we had originally anticipated. We are still obviously doing Daily Dose every day. We are putting patterns and things up there on our sewingbasket.biz/daily dose page every day. There are links to everything that we talk about there as well as the videos. We have a little bit of a technology issue that we found out this morning. We're limited as to how much we can put in a certain place. So over the next few days, we're going to be working on a little bit of technology to get that smoothed out. Not an issue for today, and hopefully nothing that we have to worry about. Be a little bit more like a blog, but it shouldn't affect what you see. The patterns that we have put up so far, when we looked back, we've put up a number of things. The twisted panel, which Cheryl did yesterday, talking about panels and all the different projects you can make. Again, she showed you how to make those blocks, and the quilt that we held up was probably about 50 by 50, so it's a decent sized quilt. Obviously you can make it bigger, you can make it into a wall hanging, you can also use just 3 blocks and make a runner. So remember those techniques you can use for a lot of different things. And she showed using some music fabric on her demo. The Grinch Quilt obviously had a panel that had squares cut out. There are a lot of panels that are big. The whole panel is printed and it might be floral or butterflies. Remember, you can take those panels and cut them into pieces and then use those pieces inside that panel pattern. So just a little twist on that idea. So you had that yesterday. You have the Winter Star Runner, the framed fats pattern, the video on how to make a pillow with a zipper, the Rachel's Heart pattern that makes the heart-shaped block that you can either make pillows with or use it to make a quilt. The masks, obviously, keep sewing those. The bias tape projects that I did the other day showed you some tips on purses, as well as table runners and a placemat also. Those bias makers work good for decorating any type of thing. You also have the 2020 quilt. Those of you who aren't familiar with that, you can join our sewing basket group called the 2020 quilt, and that's 20 blocks with 20 pieces, and there's nice teaching video that goes along with that. So you folks have a lot to keep you busy. So what we decided to talk about today is we need to give you a plan, a little bit of organization. We pulled a document that we had done quite a while ago. that will be linked on our sewingbasket.biz daily dose page. This is gift ideas, and this is broken down by different, not only different people, but different rooms of the house. Ideas for the home, things to make for the kitchen, the living room, the bathroom, the bedroom. The next category is family and pets. You can do clothing, you can do pet things, you can do baby things, miscellaneous, holiday, and other projects. There's over 100 different ideas of things that you can make for gifts. So what we'd like to suggest is you kind of sit down and think a little bit. You're going to be glad you did this in December. Remember how crazy December usually is? This December is probably going to be a little different, but we'll hope to be back to more semblance of order, and our time will be a little more short in December than it is right now. So sit down with your list, maybe look at this list also, and think about who you want to make gifts for, and have a plan. Use some of the some of the projects that we've suggested for you, the list, and say, oh, I'll make this for my sister, I'll make this for my niece, might make this for the dog, and come up with a plan. It'll give you a little bit of structure and help you focus on what you're doing. And then we suggest, remember last year after Christmas you bought all that extra wrapping paper? Pull that out, make the gift, wrap it, mark it, and tuck it away. So Christmas time you've got all that work out of the way. So just a thought for the day. Want to go back and remind you, one of the very first videos that we posted was how to clean your machine. It's been a couple weeks now. If you haven't cleaned your machine, it's time to do it again. Remember, go in there, get out all those dust bunnies, and it'll keep your machine working well for you as you go through and make more projects. Hope you enjoyed today's tips. Be sure to check out the list of gifts to make. We appreciate your time and hope you're enjoying the Daily Dose videos. We appreciate your feedback, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care.